The obvious cooling influence is maritime. You can see that the maritime influence is pronounced all the way along the west and even down the south.
And then I know there's a fair amount of mountainous area as well. Like you can see there's some flat areas, for example, like Shortland looks very flat, but then you've got these mountains which influence things as well. Um,
Yeah. So that is actually the Cape Fold Mountains. You can see that it is very, very mountainous, and that map is actually quite deceptive. Flat is a very relative term. I mean, it's not flat as it would be on the left bank of the Bordeaux in the Medoc, for example. It's not that flat. Flat is generally hilly, and all of those hills actually play quite a dramatic influence on viticulture, because we had a slogan for Wines of South Africa for some years that said diversity is in our nature, and that cuts across both geographical and geological diversity, as well as diversity in plantings, as well as diversity of people and public political opinion. So we are a diverse nation, and we embrace that in all its forms. But the Cape Fold Mountains are really interesting. Are some of the oldest mountains around. They certainly are older than the Rockies, and they're older than the Himalayas, for example. Those are, relative newcomers at 50 million. The Cape Fold Mountains have been geologically aged as between 600 and 350 million years old. And that means that the soils are really, really degraded and old. And it's also one of the reasons why the predominant type of vegetation is called fynbos or fine bush. You very seldom get big, tall trees because they're just the soil. We don't have enough rain in our summers, and also the soil is not rich enough to actually support or sustain that kind of life.